And we're back. Welcome back to Open Your Eyes, and we're moving now into our first segment for the morning. This one is strange though, because we're not normally in front of the table like this.
I know we usually
and it's just
cook.
us. All right? So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We'll be joined by representatives of the Ministry of Health and Wellness. This is actually Wellness Week.
It is.
And we'll be discussing health, how important it is, and try to show you how to come up with a healthy breakfast.
Why you point at me when you say show you? Show you.
We want to show you how to do a healthy breakfast, all right? Now, in to talk to us, we have none other than Lauretty Novelo, health educator from the San Ignacio Community Hospital, and also Jihane Habet, who is a nutritionist. Guys, good morning and welcome.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
All right, nice to see you. So, look, I tell you what, loving the colors on you. I tell you, let's see the wellness
shirt. Yeah, Wellness Week, beautiful. Love it.
Good morning, guys, and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so let's jump on into this, man. We were talking about this morning.
Yeah.
We're talking about health and how important it is to live a healthy lifestyle. Exactly where we'd like to start. And let's jump on in with Ms. Lar first. Ms. Lar, no, let's talk about a healthy lifestyle. And is that something that we could actually do right here at home? We eat a lot of stuff that is not healthy. We do a lot of stuff that is not healthy. Can we actually live that lifestyle here at home in Belize?
Good morning, everyone, once again. Of course, we can live a healthy lifestyle. It's just a habit that we need to take on. Everything that we need, we can find it in our backyard. I mean, our country produces a lot of vegetables and fruits, right? We don't need to be buying expensive fruits, the strawberries and berries. We can buy apples, bananas, watermelon. We have everything here. Again, it's just a habit that we need to take on. And I know sometimes it's difficult with the workload that we have, the kids, you have to tend to the house, you have to work. We might put that as an excuse, but once we get it into a routine, then I don't see any problem with us eating and living a healthy lifestyle.
Okay, I want to get Jihane in the conversation and ask, because one of the things that I understand that we have the resources to lead a healthy lifestyle. We are able to, we have open air and spaces and parks, and naturally we're able to grow our food. But is the Belizean lifestyle sustainable to help us keep up with a healthy lifestyle?
Absolutely. I do believe that it is. As Ms. Lauretty said, nutritionally, food-wise, we are blessed to have a variety of vegetables and fruits that we can actually afford. When we think healthy lifestyle, we think diet, we think, okay, healthy food's expensive. I have to buy broccoli all the time. I have to buy quinoa all the time, and we don't have to, right? We do produce a lot of very, very good vegetables that we can afford. And then the lifestyle itself, yes, most of us do work 8 to 5, but once we can develop healthier habits, workout habits, I mean, sacrificing a little bit of sleep sometimes makes it a little bit more sustainable for us, because we can develop these habits. You'll be a little bit sleepy in the first couple of weeks, but then your body gets accustomed to it. You get more energized. You're able to wake up a little bit earlier and take a run, or after work we get home. A lot of us do have families, we do have children, we have to cook, we have to prepare meals and things like that, and that's But if we can give ourselves 20 minutes in the bathroom to do some squats, or 20 minutes after work to walk around with our kids, get your family involved, and that way it's even more sustainable, because you're having your family be healthier. You're taking out that time for yourself, and it's not just physical health and wellness, it's also mental health and wellness. After work, coming home straight into the kitchen, you get stressed out. Give yourself a little bit of time to refresh your mind, refresh your body. You're able to breathe, get some fresh air, and then go and continue what we're doing. But we are able to sustain healthier lifestyle.
But Jihane, one of the things that we do, and we could see that, and I'm guilty. At lunchtime, you're at work. You're sitting down at work, you're eating a big plate of rice and beans, or a rice stew beans, or a large burrito. You want to make sure that whatsoever you're eating is actually something that's going to last you from 1 p.m.
to 5
p.m.
Yeah.
Would you say this is a good practice? And what can people do? And I'm specifically saying for work because I know
Yeah.
how it is at workplaces. And around 2 o'clock, you want something sweet because that's when the sweet tooth comes in. Now, is this something you would recommend? What would you recommend for a lifestyle, especially in the workplace?
So especially in the workplace, that is a great question. My recommendation to any and everybody is, instead of having a mountain of rice and beans at lunch, getting sleepy, needing your sweet at 2-3 o'clock, starving at 6 o'clock, have meals have small portions every 2 to 3 hours. Allow your body to constantly have something in your system, healthy items, healthy snacks, fruits, yogurt, nuts, and then your meals, having your vegetables, having it be high fiber, having it be enough protein, enough of your carbohydrates, that you're not filling up yourself with one type of food, so that you're not stuffed, you're not sleepy, but you can actually be constant, you can be focused, you can be awake. It's not going to make you feel logy in the afternoon because you're going to have a little bit of everything, and then in 2 hours you say, okay, I'm going to have a fruit. So by the time 5 o'clock comes, you're not starving anymore.
Yeah.
You already had something a couple hours ago, so you can have a healthier option for dinner. One of the practices we as Belizeans, and throughout the Caribbean, to be honest, we eat very large meals only 3 times a day. That's it. And then by the time we get home, we're starving. You eat anything. You just soak up everything that you can. But making it a habit to have something healthy, smaller portions every 2 hours, you're making your metabolism continuously work. You're not starving, and you get as much of your vitamins and minerals and your nutrients throughout the entire day.
So this is Wellness Week at the Ministry of Health and Wellness. So talk to us about some of the education activities. I see you are already doing some of the campaigns for schools and so forth, and other curricular activities. So talk to us about the activities for the remainder of the week. And also, apparently we're supposed to have a competition this morning. So can you enlighten us on what John and I are supposed to do? And then you can also explain the activities for the week.
Sure. Well, I know, as far as I know, you're going to be competing against each other. Healthiest breakfast on the go with the ingredients that you have there. I will allow you to just have free range. You make what you think is healthy, what you think you can actually sustain and make for yourself for breakfast. And then I'll come in and see who did a better job, what we can do to fix it. And in the same way, we can encourage, all of our viewers what breakfast items we can actually make, and it can still be, it'll be filling, you'll be on the go. We all have busy lives, and that's the point, to not have to skip breakfast just because we're busy. Maybe Miss Lauretty can actually enlighten us on the rest of the week. We have very similar things happening in Belmopan as well as San Ignacio for Wellness Week, so she can probably enlighten us a little bit more too.
All right, so let's jump on in there and tell us what's going to happen during Wellness Week, or what have been happening during Wellness Week.
I can speak for San Ignacio Community Hospital. We started on Monday with a Check Yourself Day. We brought in Miss Habet, to do regular BMI, weight checks. We did glucose checks, blood pressure checks to all the staff who wanted. Of course, again, even though we work in the health section, we still are afraid to check our blood pressure or glucose or BMI. We're scared to know that we might suffer one of the NCDs, and this is the reason why every year we celebrate Wellness Week, to promote wellness and wellness in a whole, okay? And physical, mental, all aspects of wellness. That's what we are trying to promote this entire week, and hoping that everyone carries it throughout the year. It's not just 1 week, right? But we started again Monday with Check Yourself Day. Yesterday we promoted it on our local media house, and tomorrow we're gonna have Thirsty Thursday. So it's healthy smoothies. We're gonna be giving away healthy smoothies to the staff. And on Friday, we have a sports day.
Okay.
Again, like how Ms. Jihane said, we are used to 8 to 5 and in between no break. So we're taking Friday half day to promote physical activity for the staff. Okay, it doesn't have to be 1 hour in the gym or running for 1 hour on your treadmill. Like Ms. Jihane said, walk around the park, take your kids for a walk, because the kids nowadays, they need to get their physical activity too. Most of them are being couch potatoes, right? With the Nintendo games and all the games that are now out. So we need to start our kids with a good habit from an early age, so that when they grow up, they continue with it.
But I tell you what, one of the things that kids gravitate to the most are actually salt or salty food or sweet food. And we could actually see how the ramen they fly off the shelf, no? What advice would you give to parents, especially with respect to this, while we are trying to prepare something healthy and show them what healthy is? What advice would you give, any one of you guys, to parents
Don't
who,
buy it.
because that child want that salty ramen?
Yeah.
Don't buy it. That's very nice. When we keep these things in our homes, they're obviously gonna eat it, right? You can purchase all the good fruits. You have your apples, your pears, your oranges, have great fruit salads and vegetables in the fridge. But if you have that and have chips and have ramen and have the unhealthy items, then they're going to gravitate towards that, right? So if we don't have it, then they have, it sounds bad to say, but they have no other choice but to choose their healthier options. And we don't have to just have boring fruits. Like a lot of kids just don't like fruits, or they don't like just eating an apple. We can make fruit smoothies, we can make fruit popsicles, we can make your own frozen yogurt with frozen fruits and unsweetened yogurt. We can make it so that we're still getting our nutrients and having fun snacks for our kids, without having all the salt and all the sugar and things like that.
Yeah, you're totally right. And I feel that a lot of parents need to take heed of that, because one of the things that parents like to do is, one, you have the tablet babysit the child, and two, you give them the ramen or the sweet, because that would eventually put them at ease. Which brings me to think maybe the problem, of course, is never the child. It's actually with the parents.
Right.
Right,
because at the end of the day, like Jihane rightfully mentioned, you are a working parent. Most parents work. And so by the time you finish your job, you have to come home and prepare a meal. And you have to make sure that the kids do their homework, they're ready for bed and then school the next day. So then what kind of ideas or recipes would you recommend for that working parent that has to maintain the house when they come home and so forth, instead of ramen, right?
So I always recommend some sort of meal preparations. On a weekend, you have your vegetables, pre-chop your veggies, make a big pot of beans. You could freeze it in portions, season up your chicken in portions from before, freeze it. Things like that are very helpful, so that when you get home, you don't have to start everything from scratch. I also think it's very helpful to plan out the week, and it's not always realistic. I don't have kids as yet, and even just my husband and I, we don't stick to our plan, but it is a good practice to try. We need to make the effort. You plan for this week, you meal prep at least for 2-3 days, and then the other 2-3 days. But of course, there are going to be times where you do get home late, or you're not able to do as planned. And Miss Lauretty, I know you have your 2 kids. So how do you meal prep?
Fortunately, I do have someone at home who stays with them, so she does the cooking for
I like
us.
how she said, unfortunately.
Because I know a lot of parents don't have that luxury of having a nanny at home who would do the meal prep for you. So, but again, like how Ms. Jihane said, do your meal prep from weekend, just take 1 hour, 2 hours the most. Let it be a family affair. Have the kids wash the vegetables while your husband does something else and you do something else, so that it's a family affair, so that they learn as well. this is what we did when we were growing up, and I will stick to it when I have my family. You know, you need to, I work out, and my kids say, Mommy, you are so strong. You know, when I grow up, I'm going to be doing this as well. So it's not only in the workout regime, but also in the nutrition part, you know, involve the entire family to meal prep. Okay.
Eating together is also something we do want to encourage. It can be hard at times too, but when your kids sit with you and see you eat healthier meals, they can visualize what their plates are supposed to look like. As Ms. Lauretty said, they develop these habits from young, and they want to continue that way. We need to encourage them and instill in them healthy habits from
a young age.
Youngest age possible, so they can carry that out into teenage years and into adulthood. Teenage years are the years where you make the worst health decisions because all you're eating is junk, or you go to college and all you eat is ramen,
junk food. Yeah, but Laura, and of course, I'd like for you guys to address one thing. What is the ministry doing with respect to schools? Now these kids spend most of their times in school. And when you go to school, outside the school compound, you'll always find all the sweets and all the stuff that we would deem not healthy. But this is what they gravitate to. So what do we do with the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Education in trying to educate these children about what to get and what not to get?
What we always do is go into the schools to speak about wellness in a whole, nutrition part, personal hygiene, right? Let them know that it is good. We always say we have a special day for Fruits Day. So we encourage the kids to bring a fruit on the day off when we are going to go give health education, and we let them know what are the benefits of these fruits. And I always get that when I go back to the same school, those same kids are telling me, teacher, they call me teacher, I'm making better choices. I'm eating my watermelon, or I'm doing this type of smoothie. So they do listen to you. At primary school level, those are where you need to target, because they do listen to you and they do put it into practice.
Yep.
But yes, we're communicating with the Ministry of Education to, you know, and if they have a cafeteria at school, to promote healthy snacks, to promote healthy lunch, if they offer lunch for schools, right? Now for stores that are outside of the school, then we have no, you know, control over it. But we try to educate the students, and we provide posters for the teachers so that they can do the lessons themselves as well.
You're totally right. So I'll tell you what, you did say healthy food and healthy snacks. Check this healthy smoothie out. Go ahead.
I think they like the dance whenever I make
so this is actually a healthy smoothie. And April, what did you put in there?
You know, I haven't finished, so I won't reveal it just yet. And especially since it's not just about what you put in, but the portions that you put in. Am I right, Jihane?
Yes, you are.
Yes. All right. So we know in the interest of time, we're trying to conclude what we're doing here.
Yeah.
But again, Miss, we'd like for you to share with us what is happening at this point with respect to Wellness Week in San Ignacio. And we're talking to Miss Lar.
Yes, like how I mentioned, we have an entire week of activities for the staff. This year, we're targeting staff only because we want them to feel appreciated and for them to start making better choices. We always, as I said in the beginning, we always use this excuse that, oh, I'm tired. I work from 8 to 5. I have kids going to school. So I wake up from very early, from 4 o'clock, prepare breakfast for the kids, for the husband. You know, I do not have time to be making, to do exercise or to do meal prep, right? So what we're doing is these, this entire week, we're doing activities for the staff of San Ignacio Community Hospital, just to encourage them to, you know, it's a lifestyle. It's going to take a little bit of time, but once you get used to it and you're starting to see that you feel much better and how rewarding it is, then we hope that they continue with that same trend.
Miss Lauretty, I want put on this blender one more time.
Yeah.
And then we are say who win.
All right. It doesn't buy us already, but that's all right.
I don't win already. By default, I have won.
By default.
I don't know.
right.
I'm not a smoothie maker, so
You
when
are.
I
You
don't
do
know
the thing.
how to how long to leave my ingredients to mix and what's not.
Well, I'll tell you, I could explain my plate for you.
Yeah, gotta explain to the people while I.
Jihane, what I did with my platter is that, and I use Platter if you notice. Check this out. You want to check it out. I actually showed. I have three things, 4 different things on my platter. 2 hard-boiled eggs. 2 wheat bread, 2 sliced wheat bread. I actually have 2 slices of avocado. And to top it off, I have an apple. That's what I have here on my plate.
I feel like you're supposed to make a sandwich.
We don't have to. For those who don't like sandwich, you don't have to eat a sandwich, but you could actually eat a healthy meal by doing just that.
All right. Well, I did not do that. I made a smoothie out of banana, Greek yogurt, peanut butter, and almond milk.
All right, so there you go. I'm just making notably expensive, but again, you know, when it comes to, for those of us who don't like sandwich, or for people who don't like sandwich, you got your 2 slices of bread, easily found. You got your 2 eggs, easily found. Your pear, once is its style, and same with the apple. And I feel that is a great
You
meal.
know, yes, and I think that the purpose was to have a quick breakfast to
There
go.
we go, and that is
and that
breakfast.
is quick. I mean, the shake, it took me not even 10 minutes to make. I was here. So
There we
once,
go.
and these are all ingredients that you can find right here at home.
All right, so
But I think I win.
Jihane, you want to judge along with
I
Miss
think I
Lar?
win.
You guys want to
I
judge?
don't want to judge.
Who wants to judge? You tell me
She's
where to
the
go on.
nutritionist. She should judge.
Okay, so what we want to encourage at all times, every single meal, is having multiple of our food groups at one time, right? We have 6 food groups. We have our staples, our legumes, our food from animal group. We have vegetables, fruits, and our fats. So as many of this that we can put together at one time, we get the most nutrients, we get our macronutrients, we get vitamins and minerals, right? So that's the goal. Every meal have multiple food groups. In platter number 1, we do see that, 1, you do have the whole wheat bread, which is excellent, very high fiber. You have your staples. We do get a lot of vitamins and minerals from our fiber itself. You have your energy from your carbohydrates. You do have your 2 eggs, which is great. You're getting your protein, you're getting your vitamin A, your choline, all the good stuff. You're getting your healthy fats from your avocado, which is great. And of course, we have our fruit. So that is an excellent plate. I think the only thing I would probably do is maybe add a little vegetable, right? Add a couple pieces of lettuce and tomato if it's going to be a sandwich, or even if it's going to be like an open face sandwich, you're going to mash your little avocado. You make avocado toast, fancy avocado toast. You put your avocado, you slice your egg on top, and a few pieces of your tomato, right? Like, it's just to help you make sure you get those extra nutrients as well. But I think this is an excellent plate. It's an excellent breakfast. Like you said, if you don't like a sandwich, you can eat it like this. Or if you do like a sandwich, get these exact same ingredients and squish it together.
All right.
Excellent breakfast.
I have added
And
tomatoes
then,
to his
hold on.
platter.
She explained the platter already. Can you tell us about the other meal? about the other one?
Likewise with our smoothie. The smoothie was excellent. You do have your fruits, you have your healthy fat / legume from your peanut butter, your almond milk, your Greek yogurt for your dairy with your protein. Very, very good. Again, the only thing I would add, and this is for extra fiber as well as just some bulk to keep you fuller longer, is you can actually add some dry oatmeal to just thicken it up. It keeps you full a little bit longer. You get a little bit extra nutrients from it, and it actually will sustain you for a couple hours.
Yes.
All right.
Awesome.
So which meal, as a nutrition, which meal win?
It's a tie.
Jihane, you know you could hurt my feelings. It's okay. We've been friends for a long time. That's fine. But you could also let John down easily and let him know that I won.
Who has to run out the door in the morning? They could put their smoothie together, blend it, get ready, come back, pour it, leave, right? For the person who has a little bit extra time, they can make their eggs and their bread. So 2 different types of working people.
Right,
No,
you
Jihane.
really know.
No, Jihane. No, Jihane.
This was a competition.
That's total bias. But nonetheless, guys, on the table, what we've got, and this is to wrap up things quick.
Yeah.
We do have our fruit base. We do have the yogurt as well. We have our platter with all the nutrition that we need as well. So with the lettuce, the tomatoes, and we feel that this is actually living a healthy lifestyle.
With ingredients that you can find right here at home. But Jihane, Lauretty, thank you both so much for stopping in. We look forward to the rest of Wellness Week that is brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so very much for joining us.
Thank
I'd
you
just
very
like for
much
you
for
guys to
having
know
us.
that in the studio, the pure biasness. But we're going to take a break. When we come back, it's going to be with the Belize Port Authority. It's actually World Maritime Day, and we'll find out exactly how they're celebrating and what it means for that particular avenue of life. All right, so we'll take a break, and we'll be right back.